So, I've had a few days to recover. Darn it. And I did. Darn it. So it's time to tell you to like, subscribe, and follow us, please. There's a little bell in the thing, like on YouTube. Click that rascal. That way we can annoy you right at the moment annoyance begins.
Yeah, the rest of you ignore the bell icon because you're not on YouTube.
Yeah. If you have a question, which I would think everyone would have,
but maybe for somebody more expert at the problems we provide,
we display,
and then we can possibly answer.
Anyway, if you have a question, comment, conundrum, or snark that's a little bit longer, and you don't just want to plop it in the old comment section, good for you. You can email us, or maybe a story that we haven't seen that you think is weird.
I'm waiting on a letter from Janet, no relation to Cooper.
Cup. Anyway, the email address is titr@netradio.network. I must have been horrible in my previous life. Horrible.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Verkinnes. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
Say, Tony, do you remember ever eating a Fraffle?
What?
Fraffle.
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 No, but it seems like it's fun to say.
I believe I've seen you eat Fraffles.
I've had you mean waffles?
No.
Fraffles.
Fraffle.
What is a fraffle?
It sounds like a creature from a fantasy novel. Actually,
or a bad Star Trek episode, but sure.
Or a show called Fraffle Rock. Or perhaps a medical condition affecting the feet. Oh, I've got Fraffles again.
Oh, this...
In 1953, the Fraffle was poised to take over the American breakfast table. To understand the Fraffle, we have to go back to the Great Depression in San Jose, California.
And nowhere else.
This is where it all happened. Three brothers, Frank, Anthony, and Sam Dorsa, were working out of their parents' basement.
There's an Anthony in there. That's always dangerous.
The brothers had created a hit brand of mayonnaise using 100% ranch eggs. Okay? Company's marketing and branding revolved around their egg-based product, of course. Now, flush with cash from their condiment empire and with frozen foods becoming a new thing, the Dorsas pivoted. Frank Dorsa, a machinist who clearly had too much time on his hands, repurposed a lawnmower engine and a carousel. To build a
merry-go-round thing.
To build a contraption that could cook thousands of Fraffles an hour. And they did. They froze them, they packaged them, and they needed a name. See, they hadn't thought of Fraffle yet.
And they obviously didn't have a marketing department because otherwise they would have never come up with Fraffle.
That's exactly
Fraffle.
Right. Well, they might have, considering that...
Sounds like something a weird creature in a bad Saturday morning cartoon
KFC came up with fried chicken flavored toothpaste.
Please. Oh, just a little, right? Every time.
They did what Tony and I do reflexively and created a portmanteau. Combining... portmanteau.
We do that reflexively?
We do it constantly.
Oh, what does it mean?
It means you combine two words to create a third word that describes those two words together.
Like taunt.
Huh?
Or scony.
Yeah, exactly.
Scony would work.
They combined frozen and waffles to create the Fraffle.
Or Comenis. That would be better for us.
It was innovative. It was catchy, and consumers...
Too much on the nose, though.
Absolutely hated it. Shoppers ignored the name on the box entirely. Instead, they looked at the company logo, the one made famous by the mayonnaise and the 100% made out of ranch eggs
things, yeah.
And just started calling them by that name.
And that name would be?
Company surrendered within 2 years. The Fraffle was killed off. The mayonnaise eventually disappeared, but the backup name stuck.
And it was?
The next time you pop a frozen disc into the toaster, just remember.
It's a waffle.
You're not eating a Fraffle. You're eating a mayonnaise byproduct known to the world As an Eggo.
Oh, and 11 is forever happy that you renamed them, because I'm pretty sure that
Oh, yeah?
Millie Bobby Brown would not want to be saying Fraffles. Yeah, because Eggos are her favorite food.
I like.
You know what, Stranger Things? Yeah.
I do. I
Tells
have.
us a lot about you.
Oh, shut up.
Belgian authorities are mystified over. Notice how he tells me to shut up and I just start talking. Belgian authorities are mystified, I tell you, over a brazen theft over the weekend of a Christmas nativity scene.
Oh, no.
They swiped the icon of infant Jesus.
The baby Jesus is missing?
Wait for it. An icon.
How does this affect the whole omnipresence thing?
It doesn't.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
It's a statue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a symbol.
Yeah. Snatched from his crib on the Grand Place in historic Old Brussels, as opposed to historic New Brussels, which just sounds silly. This specific version of the infant Jesus is part of a nativity scene which has been at the center of, shall we say, a maelstrom. Let's go with Eye of the Hurricane on a social media, because the faces of the character lack eyes, nose, and mouth.
Ew.
Now it seems like it's a bad cartoon thing.
Sounds like something from the Upside Down.
It does. The artist, Victoria Maria Geyer, crafted the nativity figure out of cloth in hopes the faithful from Japan to Namibia would see themselves in the soft fabrics, lacking, any identifying features, so that every Catholic, regardless of their background or origin, could identify themselves in the biblical story of the birth of Christ.
So she was woke before woke was even really woking.
I'm guessing at some point
Jesus ain't a white guy, right? So
dropped on her head.
Okay.
Why do they put an S at the end of George so they were to stop?
What?
A guy named Bouchez, the head of the center-right MR party, which is part of Belgium's ruling coalition.
Oh, great.
Post on X, Geyer's cloth Christ, quote, in no way represents the spirit of Christmas. He compared the figure to what he called zombie-like people found in train stations or, TV shows and movies. Podcasts. Last year, more than 14 million people visited the Christmas market in the center of Brussels' historic old city to sip the mulled wine, the hot chocolate, to shop at the 238 vendors for toys and clothes and ornaments. See, the center of the square is in the center of the square, there's an enormous Christmas tree.
With a tree and a Christmas in it.
So if anyone's doing a tree lighting ceremony, it's not just it's a Christmas tree.
Yes.
If they don't say Christmas tree, you'll know. The Christmas tree looms over a simple white tent holding the manger scene with the figures made by Geyer, a self-professed devout Catholic.
Okay.
Her work was selected because you knew there was a contest. Basically, why am I thinking of Cabbage Patch Kids if you took off all identifying marks?
Oh, Ashley?
Yeah. Her work was selected by both the local Catholic Church and the city of Brussels in an annual tradition.
Nice.
Said the deputy director of Brussels Major Events.
Mm-hmm.
Early reports that the infant Jesus had been beheaded are false. How would you know?
Stand back or the baby Jesus gets it?
But deputy director lady said that in the past, other baby Jesus figurines have been stolen and or broken as well. Oddly enough, now with this baby Jesus being swiped, Geyer says the initial deluge of negative comments have turned positive. So being as I'm not one to pass up the opportunity for a conspiracy theory.
Oh, here we go. Tell him this one's for you. I think you'll enjoy it.
Wait, hang on.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, go ahead. Wait, there's one more. I thought I was done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now?
I think I'm done.
Okay. For the outdoor enthusiast who has everything,
Sorry.
except perhaps a sense of personal boundaries, we present the latest innovation in culinary hiking gear. Have you ever tired of lugging around heavy camping stoves?
Yes.
There's another option.
Thank goodness.
It's called the Crotch Pot. This very real product is the brainchild of Gossamer Gear founder Glenn Van Pesky, whose last name says it all. The science is undeniable, if slightly uncomfortable. Infrared imaging confirms the crotch is the hottest part of the human body. So why let that thermal energy go to waste when you could be slow cooking a burrito? The crotch pot is an ultralight pouch made of Cuban fiber that attaches to your belt loops, allowing you to dangle a bag of food directly against your skin. Process is simple. Add cold water to your dehydrated meal. No, I'm adding body temperature water to that.
At least,
there's no way. That's going down the front of my pants. Cold.
See, I'm just going with the figure. There's no way that's happening either way.
As you hike, your body heat turns that cold mush into a warm dinner. The instructions even suggest that you knead the meal discreetly to ensure it mixes well. So imagine this scene, if you will.
I really like not to.
You arrive at camp. While your friends struggle with propane canisters, you simply reach into the front of your pants, pull out a bag of steaming oatmeal, and begin to eat. The description claims your friends will look at you with envy.
They'll look at you.
Deep concern comes to mind.
Two will keep a close eye on you while the other's dialing the phone.
Our crack This Is True Really News, Let's Make Some Stuff Up team has provided us with some likely comments. You guys are laughing, but this is genius. I used it on my commute. Although kneading my breakfast oatmeal while standing on a crowded subway got me a lot of weird looks, but a surprising amount of space. Does this come with seasoning guide? I feel like a 5-mile hike adds a salty, earthy note to my Alfredo. And finally, I want to file a formal complaint. I bought this as a joke, but my husband actually used it to warm up clam chowder. Do you know how hard it is to be romantic when your husband pulls a bag of white sludge out of his pants and asks if you want a spoon? I'm calling a lawyer. I think there's still time enough to order this for Christmas. Ooh, I even have a jingle for it now. Crotch Pocket.
Oh, please, God, tell me that Gaffigan doesn't listen to this. Please. Please, please, please.
Oh, I can't wait.
Wellington, New Zealand. New Zealand, the last of the tropical islands.
Ah.
Police are waiting for nature to take its course after a man allegedly tried to smuggle a 33,000 New Zealand dollar pendant, about 19 grand in the U.S., out of a jewelry store. How do you suppose he did that? Oh, that's what he did. He swallowed that thing.
I was hoping that was the entrance he was using.
Well, you're going to get both. So the 32-year-old man who has not been publicly named is accused of eating an ornate Fabergé octopus pendant at Partridge Jewelers in Auckland.
Is that owned by the Partridge family?
One would think not. They were in California, remember?
Well, but they're right there on the Pacific. They can get to New Zealand.
They're like, get a big enough map, they're like neighbors.
Yeah, exactly. Practically next door.
Evidence of the alleged theft has yet to emerge, said police. This was December 2nd, by the way.
1941.
He did the swallowing on November 28th. He was stubborn.
Are they going to, can they order surgery on something like this?
No, they're just going to wait.
Okay.
Because really, do you want to spoil that? The inspector said in a statement, at the time of his arrest, he underwent a medical assessment. An officer is assigned to constantly monitor the man. At this stage, the pendant has not been yet recovered. He was arrested inside the store minutes after the apparent theft. Alleged? Come on. He's there.
If it's in his gut, man, he's
It's gone.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let's get away from that.
He appeared in the Auckland District Court the next day where he did not enter a plea on a charge of theft. The alleged loot was a limited edition Fabergé egg pendant inspired by the 1983 James Bond film Octopussy. Central to the film's plot is that, remember, the jewel smuggling operation.
Oh,
with fake
yeah, I hadn't thought of
Fabergé
that.
eggs. Yeah.
Okay.
The store's website says the egg, only 50 of which have ever been made, for a reason.
How many have been swallowed?
It's kind of like, sports cars. You only make a few thousand of them. Is crafted from gold, painted with green enamel, and encrusted with 183 diamonds and 2 sapphires.
That could hurt.
The pendant is 8.4 centimeters or just over 3 inches tall, mounted on a stand.
Ooh.
So I read this story and thought we should go look.
And?
Pendant was recovered December the 4th.
Yay!
Yeah. Less glamorous photos supplied by the New Zealand police showed a gloved hand holding the recovered pendant and its long gold chain with an intact price tag, 33,000 New Zealand dollars. The man was arrested. Shortly, he was already in custody. Now they just had to drag him before the court. He pled not guilty. Well, that was my reaction.
How could you possibly even attempt?
Dude, this is not something that will pass with time. I'm just saying.
Nope, probably not.
Nope, not going to happen.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.